take it away for the next hour. We're going to make sure that this is public as well, so everybody can get on. If you want to share this, you're more than welcome. And I will see you in a short while.
Okay, fantastic. Yeah,
Let's go.
let's get this party going. Okay, let me just move some stuff over and then, okay, awesome. Yeah, so like what Danny said, my name's Austin Dorman, and I just want to give say thank you for Danny for allowing me to be here for his Black Friday event. And so today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the hidden funnel skill set every business needs but can't normally afford, and how to unlock in your business without hiring an agency or an expensive consultant or going back to college or spending years watching unnecessary videos. And no, this is not another funnel building course or funnel hacking webinar. This isn't even about traffic. And so what I want to do is I want to play a quick game with everyone. So when I was younger, I used to play this game called Hangman. So basically what you do is you guess a few letters and then you're essentially trying to guess the word. So I'm going to put this on the screen, put in the chat a letter that you think is in these two words. We're going to play this little game, and then we'll talk about this mysterious two word here. So let's see. Let's drop some letters in the chat. Okay, we got an I. Yes, there is an I. Is there any more letters? Let's get a couple more. I'm going to slowly add some letters on the screen. So we got 2 double E's. There is an I. There's an F as well. And then let's do one more. There's also N's, S. There's not an S, but we're getting close. We're almost to the letter. So what we're going to do is in the next 60 minutes, we're going to talk about this mysterious word, these two words. And so make sure you stay at the end so you can get a copy of the training. And then I'm going to give away some free resources. Is that okay with everyone? So let's get started. But first, I want to talk about the F word. And the F word is funnels. And so I just want to take a minute to show you all the funnels that I've built. There's also more from funnels I built for myself and also for clients as well. But I just love sales funnels. And so I just want to take a minute to show you all the funnels that I built, and we're going to tie that in this with funnels into this two words. And so out of all the funnels that I've worked on, there's one thing that's apparent that I just want to jump into. But before we do that, I want to introduce myself. So like I mentioned, my name is Austin Dorman. I'm a certified funnel builder, a ClickFunnels ambassador. I absolutely love sales funnels, and I just wanted to share a little bit about my backstory of how I got here. And it was just a few short years ago where I didn't even know what sales funnels were, but between books and certifications programs, that's where I really jumped in and start loving sales funnels. So here on the left-hand side, this was the summer of 2022. That's when I joined the ClickFunnels Funnel Builder Certification Program. And so there's me, me getting my first certification. And so I've been doing that since summer of 2022. So it's been about 2.5 years, but I've been able to do some incredible things. So I was able to go to Funnel Hacking Live. So there's me at my first Funnel Hacking Live event in the fall of 2022. I was able to participate in ClickFunnels' first funnel games. So basically what happened was I was able to compete with other funnel builders in the certification program, where they gave us a control. They gave us a funnel that we had to recreate. And in the span of, it was like 24 to 48 hours, we had to recreate it. And then basically they launched our funnels, and we had to compete against conversions. And so they had this elimination system. It was a lot of fun. So I was able to participate in that. And then just a few months ago, that's when I was able to be a ClickFunnels ambassador, which is super exciting. If you see me in the ClickFunnels group, make sure you say hi. Usually I try to help out as much as possible. I love the ClickFunnels community and being able to serve them. So it's been a really real awesome pleasure for me to do that. But two, I was able to meet some incredible people as well. So going from left to right, I was able to meet Russell Brunson, who's the co-founder of ClickFunnels. He's the person that popularized the concept of sales funnels, and I read his first book, .com Secrets, which kind of got me on this trajectory of sales funnels and everything. So it's been really awesome. And then I was able to meet Dan Kennedy, which was Russell Brunson's mentor. So Dan Kennedy, he's kind of known as the godfather of direct response marketing, and so it was really awesome getting a chance to meet him for a few minutes. And then I was able to go to um, Funnel Hacking Live in 2023. I was able to watch virtually as well in 2024, and then I'm gonna be there for Funnel Hacking Live 2025 in February. So drop yes, or maybe drop FHL if you're going to FHL in February, so we could meet up in person and say hi. But out of all the funnels I've worked on, there's one thing that's apparent, and this is what I want to get into. And it's not the build quality that counts, the funnel build quality. It's what you do after the launch that really matters the most. And so that's why I like to call this concept called funnel engineering. Funnel engineering. So that's the word that we were trying to guess at the very beginning. And so what I want to do is I want to kind of jump into this concept of engineering in general. And so what I did was I did a quick Google search. I was like, hey, Google, what's the ratio between funnel builders and funnel engineers? Or not, or just builders and engineers in general. And I got this 10-1. So there's usually 10 builders to one engineer on a, let's say, a construction project, for example. And so what we're going to do is we're going to dive into just engineers in general, just people that are work on like construction sites, so like buildings, bridges, and so forth. And then we're going to apply that concept of engineering to sales funnels. And so the first thing that I want to do is I want to dive into builders versus engineers. And so we'll talk about builders. And so builders, if we're thinking about like construction workers, those types of builders, people building either bridges, houses, or other like big structures, their primary focus is the physical execution of the projects. So they're basically the people that have the hands-on skills. They put up the walls, they put the foundation down, they built the floors and the windows and everything. And so they have the hands-on skills. So their main responsibilities are they follow a plan. They have a plan they were given. They follow the plan to a T, and they build whatever it needs to get built. And so they're good at managing tasks and completing the projects as well. So these are the builders. So these are the people that we need, let's say like at least 10 builders to every one engineer. But if we jump into engineers, these are the people that analyze the projects. And so they use a lot of critical thinking skills. These are the people that would go into, let's say, like a building, and they like inspect the buildings. They make sure that everything is looking good. There's no cracks. There's no issues. These are the people that have a really keen sense of attention to detail. And so their responsibilities, they inspect the projects, they solve technical problems as well. So a lot of critical thinking. They make sure that everything is smooth and efficient, and then they provide recommendations as well. So if there's any issues, they say, hey, let's fix this. This is what you need to do. So these are people that are very necessary for projects to make sure that they're efficient, that everything is working smoothly. So what I want to do now is I want to get into some examples of good and bad engineers. So just kind of go through some of the characteristics of these people. And so what we're going to do first is we're going to talk about the bad engineers. So what makes an engineer bad? And so these are the people, they're not very good with attention to detail. So they usually overlook critical specifications, leading to costly mistakes down the road. So that's not good. If you're costing, the business money, then that's not, that's just not good. So, and then they're poor communicators as well. So they fail to convey ideas or collaborate effectively with other people. So engineers are really important because they basically are the main points of contacts between the builders, the people building the projects, and then also with the clients as well. So they just want to make sure that everything's running smoothly and make sure that the project's completed. And then I put complacent. So complacent is they rely on outdated methods and avoid learning new technology. So these, if you're a bad engineer, when you're complacent, you don't want to learn new things, you're just okay with doing like whatever you've done in the past. So they're not really very what I like to call lifelong learners. They don't really like to learn. They just want to sit where they're at, complacent. That's a bad engineer. And then I put disorganized as well. So they struggle to manage time or resources, causing delays and inefficiencies. And then reactive instead of proactive. So they wait for problems to arise instead of anticipating and addressing potential issues. And then short-term focus, they prioritize immediate results over long-term reliability and sustainability. So they don't really care about if you're a bad engineer when in terms of like short-term focus. That means that it's like you don't really care about the client. You just want to get it done and like kind of move on type deal. But now let's flip on to examples of good engineering. So people that are good engineers, and what are some of the qualities and characteristics of them? And so these are people that are problem solvers. They effectively diagnose issues and develop innovative solutions. So these are, like I mentioned before, these people use critical thinking skills. So that means they have to really understand and have some sort of like methodology of like really how to like identify problems and solve problems and then provide recommendations. And so they're also very detailed oriented as well. So they focus on small but critical details that ensure a project is successful. They're also lifetime learners, so they actively seek new technology, staying ahead of technological trends. So these are the people that they spend the time to learn what's new, what's up to date in terms of technology. And then they're resourceful. They creatively make the best use of available tools, materials, and information. And then flexible, they adapt quickly to unexpected challenges or changes in project scope. And then the last thing is they're focused on user needs. They design solutions and prioritize the end user's experience and requirements. So having a good engineer is so important. And look at like all these characteristics. So if we put them side by side, examples of bad engineering, just kind of recap, they're neglectful of details, poor communicators, complacent, disorganized, reactive instead of proactive, short-term focused. And examples of good engineering is they're problem solvers, detailed oriented, lifelong learners, resourceful, flexible, and focused on user needs. So that's the kind of if you're comparing good engineering and bad engineering, that's what you're going to get. So based on what we showed, are you a good engineer or a bad engineer? So why don't we put in the chat good if you're a good engineer, and then bad if you're a bad engineer. Let's see. Open up the chat. Okay. So I want you to kind of think about that. So based on what I showed you about what good engineering is and bad engineering is, are you a good engineer or a bad engineer? And so imagine what it would mean to your business if you crack the engineering code and I could show you how to become a funnel engineering focused right now. And so are you ready to get started? This is what we're going to dive into. Put yes if you're ready to get started. I want to see a couple yeses in there if you're ready to jump right into this. Okay, awesome. So let's talk about the 3 secrets to funnel engineering. So secret number 1, the strategic blueprint to simplify the chaos. So this is how to create a clear engineering roadmap that eliminates the technical overwhelm in a way that becomes part of the day job. And then secret number 2 is the mindset shift to tame the tech beast, how to transform frustration into focus and build unshakable confidence without reading endless books and taking endless courses. And secret number 3, the technology shortcuts to make it all work, how to harness technology to scale without stress. So that's the 3 secrets to funnel engineering that we're going to talk about. And so, secret number one is the strategic blueprint to simplify the chaos. How to create a clear engineering roadmap that eliminates the technical overwhelm in a way that becomes part of the day job. And so, the first thing that you need to do is you need to have this level of understanding your business, understanding your competitors, understanding the marketplace, your customers, and the goals that you eventually want to achieve. And so, once you have this level of understanding, that's where it really all begins in funnel engineering. You have to understand all these different components, your business, competitors, marketplace, customers, your goals, what type of funnel you need in order for you to get going. And so once you have this level of understanding of everything, the solid foundation, that's where you could apply modeling. Now, who's heard of who's heard of the phrase "don't reinvent the wheel"? Put yes if you heard about that. So that's a saying that basically says like don't recreate what's already working. If it's already working, just use it. So with modeling, this is a chance to go out to the marketplace because we did that understanding, we did the level of analysis between your competitors, the marketplace, and everything. That's where that's where we could take their ideas. So maybe let's say, for example, their sales funnel, and we could take their sales funnel and then apply to our business. So we're not copying, we're not taking like exactly what they want that they have and applying it to our business, but what we're doing is using that as a model, basically to um, so that we could apply the same principle, same concept, same funnel type into our business so that we could be successful. So that's kind of the don't reinvent the wheel. Don't create a blank funnel when there's already a funnel out there that's already working. And the whole like click funnels and sales funnels community, this is called funnel hacking, where you find funnels that are already working and already launched and applying it to your business. So this is the concept of modeling right here. And so these next two slides, I like to call them funnel engineering part one and part two. So funnel engineering part one, this is the main focus is um, traffic. So we have to get traffic inside of our funnel. So that could be traffic that you earn. So kind of like SEO or maybe working in Facebook groups where you have a group of people, you know where they're congregating, and so you're basically like serving them as much as possible in those groups so that you could get eyeballs inside of your funnel, or traffic that you own, which is your email list, and then also traffic that you control. And so that could be, let's say, like paid ads, whether it's solo ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, like so forth. So we have to get traffic inside of our funnel. If we don't have traffic inside of our funnel, we can't really fully utilize the concept of funnel engineering. We can't fully optimize it um, for what we want. So that's funnel engineering part one, is basically getting the traffic inside of our funnel. And then funnel engineering part two, this is where we do optimization. So this is the conversion rate optimization, split testing. We're basically trying to squeeze out as much as possible out of our funnel. And so just like engineers, where they go inside of a funnel and or inside of a, let's say like a building or a bridge, and they identify like issues of like, oh yeah, there's a leak right here or there's a crack right here. This is what good funnel engineers do, is they go inside to a funnel, they identify all the different pieces, they make sure that everything's working smoothly, making sure the funnel isn't leaky. So maybe there's like some traffic you're bringing in and it's not actually fully optimized, for example. And so that's the really cool thing about funnel engineering in this aspect, is the conversion rate optimization, the split testing, basically try and get your funnel as good and as best as possible. And that's where it really gets going. And so that's the four key items in this strategy. So we'll just kind of recap it here for right now. So understanding your business, marketplace, competitors, the sales funnels that's already out there, modeling, which is basically taking what's already working and applying it to your business, and then funnel engineering part one and part two. So basically getting the traffic inside of your funnel and then optimizing your funnel as much as possible to squeeze out as much as you can in order to either get those sales or get those leads. So this is how to approach getting started in 60 minutes per day for the week. And so step one is we got to set up a Trello board. So if you don't know what Trello is, I'll show you a quick screenshot, but basically it's a project management tool. We want to make sure that we're organized because that's what good engineers are. They're very organized and task oriented. So we're just making sure that we get everything all set up and ready to go. And then step two is we're going to work on it for 15 minutes a day. So it's not going to be super long on each item between understanding, modeling, funnel engineering part one for traffic and funnel engineering part two for optimization. And then step three is we got to record our results. Good engineers, they're the ones that are organized, detail oriented. We need to make sure that we're not like retesting the same thing because that's inefficient, and good engineers are efficient. So we got to make sure that we record our results. And then step four is incremental progress. With with engineering, it takes time, and this concept of funnel engineering as well. So we want to make sure that we're consistent in what we're doing, and we want to make sure that um, we're making sure that we're making progress as well. It's like, can you imagine if uh if you're not making progress, you're just stagnant. So this is the idea of funnel engineering is you almost have to get the gears turning. And so we have to be consistent in what we do. So taking 15 minutes on each item, make sure we're recording our results in our Trello board, and we want to make sure that we get incremental progress. This is a long-term game. And so, and there's um with business, it's like you have to play the long game. And so this is part of the long game is just getting your conversions and make sure your funnel is optimized. So this is a screenshot of what Trello looks like. Um so this is the project management tool, but you want the Trello board to start you off for free. Make sure you stay to the end because I'm going to give you this Trello board example. I'll give it to Danny. Danny could give it out to everyone so that you could start becoming good engineers, good funnel engineers. So the second secret is the mindset shift to tame the tech beast, how to transform frustration into focus and build unshakable confidence without reading endless books and taking endless courses. And so the first thing is we have to identify our purpose. So our basically it's almost like our own personal mission statement. And so right here on the screen, this is on the left is a person named Napoleon Hill. And Napoleon Hill wrote this book called Think and Grow Rich. It's a bestseller. He wrote it in the early 1900s. So it's been around for a long time. But in this book, he identifies one of the concepts called definiteness of purpose. And so I like to read this quote where it says, "There is one quality which one must possess to win, and that is definiteness of purpose, the knowledge of what one wants and a burning desire to possess it." So having this clear purpose is so important because if you don't know what you want, it's going to be very hard to get get it. We have to have that clear vision, that clear purpose of what we want. And so once we identify this purpose, I like to write down my purpose. So I have a wall of the things that I want to achieve, and so I look at it every day. It's actually on the opposite side of this camera. And so while I'm working, I make sure that I'm reminded of what my purpose is and what I want to achieve. And so once we have that purpose, that's where belief happens. And so belief is basically that confidence in yourself, that confidence that you're going to go out and go achieve it. And so belief is so important. So you have to have the vision of where you want to go, and belief is the thing that's going to take you there. So it's the faith. It's the faith that's going to propel you forward. Russell Brunson kind of talks about this a lot between those that are driven and then those that have resistance as well. So belief is basically the things that push you forward, the confidence, the faith that you're going to achieve your purpose. So after purpose, you have to be efficient. You have to make sure that you get all the things done that you need to. You need to make sure that that you knock out your daily task list. So like what we talked about with the Trello board, you got to make sure that you spend that hour a day, the 15 minutes on each thing. Um, and make sure that you have a clear process of what to do. So this is going to be the thing that's really going to save you a lot of time. And then the last thing is resilience. And we all know with business, there's always going to be setbacks, and it happens in life as well. But resilience it's the idea of what are you going to do when these hard moments hit? Are you gonna just, stay on the ground and just kind of give up, or are you gonna get up and get going and keep pushing through? And so resilience is so important. And it's, I could think of a lot of stories about resilience. I was just actually thinking of a few right now. Maybe I'll share a quick story if that's okay with you. So with resilience, so when I was 19 years old, did a 2-year church mission trip, and so I went to Brazil for 2 years. I love Brazil, but the one thing was I didn't know Portuguese beforehand, so they put us in a 6 week, basically like learning training program to basically make sure you're able to at least speak enough. And so I did the 6 week course there, and then I went down to Brazil, and then um, yeah, it was hard. It's when there's a different thing between learning language and then trying to speak a language. And so I remember when I first got down to Brazil on my church mission, I was like, "Oh yeah, like I think I got Portuguese down." And then people start talking, they talk really fast, and then there's like words I didn't understand. I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is crazy." So, but the story behind it, or the main point, is we have to just make sure that we're taking action. We have to make sure that we're keep moving forward, we're keep progressing, and we have to make sure that we're resilient. So we basically get up every day in, day out, and make sure that we tackle the day and not be tackled. And so with resilience, it just gives us experience. It gives us information to rely on, experience to fall back on, of like, hey, if this happens again, this is what I need to do. So that's the really awesome part about resilience. So the last secret is the technology shortcuts to make it all work, how to harness technologies to scale without stress. And so the first thing is we need funnels. And so I just want to share with you my favorite funnel building software, which is ClickFunnels. And so with ClickFunnels, it makes it super easy to build funnels. It's a drag and drop editor. There's no coding involved. And so you're able to basically launch your idea as quickly as possible. So from ideation to creation, you're able to go in there, basically drag and drop whatever you need to, and then you're able to get going. So on the left hand side, this is an example of like an e-commerce or a cart funnel. So this is with supplements that we did on a previous training. And so it's so incredible seeing people that even if you don't have any tech skills, even if you're not really like super tech savvy, it's so awesome to see people build funnels. And that's what Danny explained. I caught a little bit of his previous session where he was going into the ClickFunnels editor. He was building out a funnel, and it was that whole process was just so easy. And so that's ClickFunnels. That's the first thing you need. And the second thing is you need AI. So I know there was a lot of trainings already about AI, and it's fantastic. So if you're not using AI for your business, you're kind of falling back. Every business is using AI in one way or another, whether it's creating the customer avatars, creating copy for your sales funnel, or even for your ads. And so that's the second tool that you need, is you have to have AI. And so one of my favorite AI tools right here is ChatGPT. I've been using it to create ideas for content. I've been able to use it for copywriting as well. So just giving me some ideas of like what I could write on a sales page, and it's been fantastic. So this is basically like one of the tools I could like really shortcut between ClickFunnels and ChatGPT that help could help really speed up the process. And something that I want to point out with ClickFunnels too is they actually have this really cool feature called Smart Funnels, or basically it's taking AI and it's building a funnel for you. So you go through these different prompts. So it basically says what type of funnel that you want, and then give some like description, how like general feel and look of like what you want the funnel to be. And then it starts like building out the funnel. So it gives you a really good foundation. It saves you hours of trying to build the funnel yourself. And then all you have to do is like tweak things here and there between the design, between the video, the copy, and everything. So it's a really cool feature. And so with this smart funnel, this is in your ClickFunnels count. When you build a funnel, it says, I think it's called the Smart Builder, or the smart funnel. So that's where it's at. It's a really cool feature. And then the third thing with the secret is you have to have integrations. You have to have everything under one roof. And so there's a few really cool integrations that has happened with ClickFunnels, and one is called Zendrop that you could use. So Zendrop is a drop shipping tool, and there's an easy way to integrate ClickFunnels with Zendrop. It's click a button, and then at that point you could get a business up and going super easily, super quickly, which you could pick the projects from Zendrop, migrate it over to your ClickFunnels account, create a funnel, and then use AI to basically help you create that funnel for you, and then you have a business, which is so awesome. And then another cool tool that you can integrate for your business, this is called Barnum PT. So Barnum PT was released in September, so just a couple months ago. This is the ultimate funnel building tool. So basically, when I was learning how to build funnels, I had 5, 6, 7 different Google Chrome extensions, and so this is just like one extension that I could get rid of all the other ones that I could easily integrate into your business, into your ClickFunnels account, which makes it super awesome. And this is your way to basically, um, if we go back to modeling of finding funnels that are out there and then basically taking the concepts and applying it to your business, this is a good tool to use for modeling. So basically try and figure out like, oh, what colors did they use? What type of font? What type of, what's the structure and stuff like that. And then the last thing is automation. And so automation is basically the workflows, the back end automation stuff that happens. So in your ClickFunnels account, this could be setting up appointments. It could be the survey workflow, workflows basically to create and send out email sequences to notify you and to do a lot of really cool things. I really love the workflow feature inside the ClickFunnels and all the automations that you could do. So that's it. So you might be feeling kind of like this, someone that's really shocked, and there's a lot of information that we kind of discussed. And so we covered a lot, right? Between the strategy, the mindset, the technology, all the different pieces we talked about, being a good engineer versus a bad engineer, this concept of funnel engineering, which is so new and something that we're pioneering. But let me ask you a question. If you simplified your daily task to one board and 1 hour per day, made sure your mindset work was being put into action, and made use of the two simple tools I showed you, so funnels and AI, that you would have more chance of squeezing more money from your efforts, aka funnel building. Put yes in the chat. So if it's okay with you, I want to help you. And can we just spend 5 more minutes sharing something that I created? If I could get a yes in the chat. Awesome. I see one yes. So what I wanted to do is I want to introduce an offer to you, which is called Funnel Engineering Mastery. So this is something that I'm creating. And so the first thing that you're going to get in this funnel engineering mastery is the art of funnel engineering. And so if we just jump into it, this includes a one-on-one profit mapping consultation call. And so what this is worth alone is worth probably over $2,000. So this is where we're going to analyze your business. We're going to identify what the best funnel is, and we're going to simulate the funnel as well. So this is, there's a software called Giru, which will basically take all the information that you provided to me, and we're going to hop on a call. We're going to put in Giru, we're going to put in the numbers, and then we're going to see the number. So it's kind of a nice tool where you could, and this whole like profit mapping call, it's a great way to know your numbers before you actually launch a funnel and before you have to start spending, hundreds or even thousands of dollars. You could know what benchmarks you need to hit between conversions, between ad spend as well, in order to be a profitable business. And then the second thing that includes is a funnel engineering course, how to become one without hiring one. So like I mentioned, it's a 4-part course where we're going to talk about what is funnel engineering, how do I become a funnel engineer, funnel engineering basics, and then how to offer funnel engineering as a service. So it's going to be a 4-part course that I'm going to be launching and sharing with you all. And then the next thing that's included in the art of funnel engineering is unlimited seats to my clinic. So you could get your whole team. It's just a chance for you to make sure that you're all on the same page and that you could ask questions. And then the last thing of the art of funnel engineering is the funnel engineering collection. So it's going to be a curated list of shows where I'm going to invite people where they could share their journey, their insights, and their funnel and how they're applying funnel engineering principles inside their businesses. So it's going to be a series of 5 shows. So you got to make sure that you collect it all. So that's the art of funnel engineering valued at $54.97. And then the second thing is the mind of an engineering. So this is valued at 1997. So this is developing a funnel engineering mindset. It's a 4-part video training where we're going to develop the funnel engineering mind. So this is how to think logically, how to understand it and interpret data, and make sure you're making data driven decisions. So what we talked about being a good engineer, they're detailed. They have really good critical thinking skills, and then they're also results and data driven. So this is going to be really cool series. And then the funnel engineer routine task list, which is the purpose is to basically help you stay organized and to develop the habits you need to be a successful funnel engineer. And so it's basically those daily tasks of what you need to get done. Then the next thing is the engineering toolbox valued at $29.97. And so this is going to be my curated list of recommended tools to give you a list of all the books and tools that you need to be a funnel engineer. And so I'm going to also include something that I'm going to create called Integration Secrets. And it's basically how to use these tools. It's basically a crash course of what you need to do. And then also too, this includes 50 split test cheat sheet. So it's a list of 50 split tests that you could use for your own funnels or the funnels of your clients. And it's basically to give you ideas of what to test. And then I'll also give you VIP priority access to 5 new videos. So you'll get first access to these videos that I'll be sharing with my community. And then the next thing is my funnel engineering support valued at $39.97. And so this is really awesome because you get my support. So this is the Facebook community that I have where you can connect with other funnel engineers, other people inside my community. You also get the ClickFunnels Mastery Library. So this is how to learn and use and master ClickFunnels. So it's a series of how-to videos so that you can get over the tech overwhelm with ClickFunnels. And then you also get 3 months access to my Voxer. And so this is direct access to me. You could ask me anything. Voxer is basically like a walkie-talkie system. So you could send a voice message. You could send almost like a text to me, and then I could reply back. You can ask me any questions that you have. So here's what you're going to get. So the art of funnel engineering valued at $54.97, which includes the one-on-one profit mapping consultation call, the funnel engineering course, unlimited seats to my clinic, and then the funnel engineering collection, which is that curated list of shows. The second thing that you're going to get is the mind of an engineer valued at $19.97. So developing a funnel engineering mindset, and then the funnel engineering routine task list. And then you'll get the engineering toolbox valued at $29.97, which includes curated list of recommended tools, integration secrets, 50 split tests, cheat sheet, and VIP priority access to my 5 new videos. And then the last thing that you're going to get is my funnel engineering support valued at $39.97, which includes the Facebook community group, the ClickFunnels Mastery Library, and 3-month access to my Voxer. And the total value of this is $14,447. But let me ask you, what would it be worth just to actually really use the tools you have purchased? And what would it be worth if you finally made money from your mindset work? And then what would it be worth if you could spend your time focused on money, not clicking things on your computer? And if all this did is to show you how to actually use ClickFunnels effectively, what would that be worth to you? So just to recap of what you're going to get with this funnel engineering mastery is you get the art of funnel engineering valued at $54.97, the mind of an engineer valued at $19.97, the engineering toolbox valued at $29.97, and then my funnel engineering support valued at $39.97, which includes a lot of items right here. So like I mentioned, the total value of that is $14,447. And so you can see why I charge 20,000 plus for a funnel build and engineering, because there's just so much value. But today I want to give you something super special to help you. Is that all right? Is that cool? Put yes if that's cool with you. Okay. So the public price of this, when I was thinking about like the price of like when I'm going to launch it, to the public, once everything is done, I was thinking about just having it be 14.97. So that's the public price for this. And then there's a webinar price. So these are the people that like you that are on the webinar, where I was like, oh, I don't want to charge 14.97, so I'll like discount it down. So I was thinking, well, maybe 9.97, maybe that'll be a fair price. But because you are all so awesome, you watched me with this presentation, you hung out with Danny, I want to do something really special for you. And so with today's price, for those that attended Danny's live, and for the people that are live here right now, for today's price is $4.97. And so you'll go to www.austindorman.com/funnel engineering to get this special price of $4.97. So if you buy the funnel engineering mastery, this is the special webinar price. So instead of charging $14.97, it's going to be $4.97. And so what you'll do is you'll go to www.austindorman.com/funnel engineering. And this is just a reminder of what you're going to get. You're going to get the Art of Funnel Engineering valued at $54.97, which includes the one-on-one profit mapping consultation call, which, like I mentioned, that alone is probably worth over $2,000. The funnel engineering course, how to become one without hiring one, unlimited seats to my clinic that I'm going to do, so you can get the whole team going and they're on the same page. Ask me any questions. And then the funnel engineering collection, which is a curated list of shows. And so make sure you collect them all. The second thing is the Mind of an Engineer, valued at $19.97, which is developing a funnel engineering mindset, which is a 4-part video. And then the funnel engineering routine task list, just make sure that you're building the habits of being a funnel engineer. And then the third thing that's included is the engineering toolbox, valued at $29.97, which is the 50 split test cheat sheet. So it gives you ideas of what you can do for your business and for the business of your clients. And then the curated list of recommended tools, integration secrets, basically how to use those recommended tools, and then VIP priority access to 5 new videos as well. And then the last thing that you're going to get is the funnel engineering support, valued at $39.97, which is my Facebook community. So it's a chance for you to ask me questions there, connect with other people. ClickFunnels Mastery Library, which is a series of tutorial videos that help you get going and get over the tech overwhelm and the tech hurdle of learning ClickFunnels. And then 3 months access to my Voxer. So this is direct access to me. You can ask me any questions that you have. And then it's like a walkie-talkie system. So you could send me voice messages, you could text me, but basically you have direct access to me if you have any questions. So that's the special webinar price for today, is $4.97, because you were all so awesome. And for just being here, being part of Danny's amazing event and watching this webinar. So like I mentioned, it's www.austindorman.com/funnel engineering.
Austin Dorman.
Yeah.
Now, was there a but? I'm butting in.
Yeah. But I want to get, what happens if I could give it all for free? Is that okay, Danny, if I do that, do something special for this Black Friday event?
Sure. Can Austin give all this stuff away for free? Is that even possible? Let us know in the chat. We do have our next guest waiting in the wings, but we do have a few more minutes left. And Austin, you've been so generous. You've shared your strategy, and I know this is a new thing, and it's so hard coming up here and presenting and being able to share this with, with your heart on your sleeve and really do your best to help people. Just the Voxer alone, having a certified funnel builder on Vox, and now you're going to give that away for free. This is super generous. How do we do it? Everyone's
Yeah.
like, yes, sure. Yay. It was like,
Yeah, oh, I see it. I see the yeses. I say the yay. I see the sures. This is all super awesome. So to get this for free, what you'll do is you'll go to www.austindorman.com/funnel engineering. And so basically what happens, it's going to give you two options. It's going to give you an option where you can purchase it for $4.97. That's great. And then you're good to go. And then there's a second option on this funnel on this page. And so there's a offer that's currently launched right now, which includes 12 months access to ClickFunnels. So ClickFunnels is one of the tools that you need in order to be a good funnel engineer. So for the people that have that go to this page, the austindorman.com/funnel engineering, and they purchase this offer, which is called the Last Secrets offer. So there's a button that you go, it'll take you to a new page. If you purchase that, and then you forward me the receipt at austin@austindorman.com, I'll unlock everything for you. You'll make sure that you'll get everything for everything that's being rolled out in for this upcoming year. You get funnel engineering mastery. So that's the way to get it for free, is you get that offer, and then you could unlock funnel engineering mastery, because I want to help you out. I want to make sure that you guys become good funnel engineers, and ClickFunnels is a necessary tool. And with this offer, you get 12 months of ClickFunnels for free. Plus, there's a ton of bonuses in this Last Secret offer. So once you purchase that, make sure you forward your receipt to me so I could make sure that you're on the list. So
super cool. And,
yeah,
and
awesome.
such a good way of doing that, Austin, is because people are going to buy this thing anyway, and we know this has just come out this week. And for you to couple your offer up with that, but this is just for people who are going to go and sign up right now. And there's emails going out saying that offer's still open, but I think it closes on Monday.
Yeah,
and I've got a feeling that they've done a couple of adjustments to that offer. So if you saw it the other day and you were like, oh man, maybe this is not for me just now, this is the perfect opportunity to get that offer. And Austin, help and support to build out the funnels, make the most of ClickFunnels, use this funnel engineering technique, and go out there and crush it online in the next few weeks into the new year. That's been an eye-opener of what's possible and what you're working on right now. Let us know what you think of the concept of funnel engineering. And Austin, you've got other stuff as well. You've got lives and groups and all sorts of cool stuff. Is that all on austindorman.com as well?
Yeah, it's going to be on there. So you could, I have a YouTube channel that you could subscribe to. I have a group as well. So those are some of the free goodies. I'll also include that Trello board link that we talked about. I'll put that in austindorman.com/funnel engineering, so you guys could download it, get it for free. That's one of the free tools. Want to help you guys out as much as possible. I love serving the people inside the ClickFunnels community. You guys are all awesome. Danny's awesome. I just want to say thanks again for inviting me for this Black Friday event. It's been super cool. I've been tuning into some of the presentations, and it's like, wow, there's just so much like knowledge and it's so awesome seeing people just like share it, willingly. So it's been a really cool event to be on.
Well, it's been a pleasure to have you on, and everybody, austindorman.com. Make sure you follow on Facebook and all the usuals. There's so much knowledge being shared. Check them out in the ClickFunnels group as well. We're going to be hanging out in Los Angeles in a week or so I'm looking forward to that, Austin. Anything else before we wrap this up? Pepper in the chat, Karen in the chat. Let us know anything else before we wrap this up.
I didn't know. That's it. So just make sure you go to austindorman.com/funnel engineering. Follow the two options. I'd recommend, Danny, checking out the Last Secrets offer. I've been diving into it. It's so awesome. All the resources.
I've got it open on a tab, and it is definitely something. We've got funnel race coming up in ClickFunnels as well in a little while. One funnel away training in an hour's time. Also, I'm not sure if Russell's joining us, but I'm on my own. I'm going to 2 hours of Q&A. There's another stream playing on my wall while I'm in there. But Austin, thank you. It's been a pleasure, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.
Yeah, it's been awesome. Thanks for having me, Danny. And thanks everyone for attending.
Yeah, thanks so much, everyone in the chat. Austin, we'll see you very, very soon.
Okay. Hey, see ya. Have a good day.
Bye, buddy. Bye. So we are moving. It is approaching 4 p.m. in the UK. I've pretty much been here for 11 hours straight. I've got two very good friends and colleagues of mine who are going to be joining us in literally a minute's time. This is something that we've put together over the last 6 months, and this is something that we really wanted to share with you sooner, but it's taken a little bit of refinement. This is going to be something that you're going to love. It's an opportunity potentially of a lifetime for most folks, and it's something that is one of those things that you don't let slip by. But we don't just want to come in and make you an offer. We want to come and share some value. We want to give you some insight. We want to give you some value. When it comes to the important elements of business, yes, there's the selling. Yes, there's the technology. There's the mindset. And there's also the positioning of how you position yourself, the rooms that you get into, the people that you meet, the people that you speak to, how you open those conversations. So there are various elements when it comes to being successful, whether you're online, whether you're offline, whether you're a brick and mortar business, whether you're a car salesperson, or whether you're running your own store. Whatever you're doing in your business, whether it's funnels, whether it's consultancy, whether it's e-commerce, you need a certain set of skills. And we've been discussing this over a period of time, and I've teamed up with some of my buddies, some colleagues, and we've put something together that we think is really, really special. I want to bring this to you now. We've got an extra bonus to this as well, because I've got two people rather than one. I want to bring to the stage somebody who you know and somebody you might not. Either way, we're going to spend 45, 50 minutes giving you some value, giving you some insight, and we've got something really special for you that we've been working on for a long time. So let us know in the comments if you're excited. I want to bring on none other than Rex Sykes and Mr. Rick Sedler. You guys, how are we doing this Black Friday?
I'm doing great, Danny. How are you?
Doing good, Rick. Doing good. Rex Sykes in the place as well.
Awesome. I'm with the host with the most. I mean, Danny Walsh, you just rocked the airwaves all around the world. I'm so happy to be with you and with good friend Rick Sedler, two one-of-a-kind individuals right now next to me. I'm traveling, so I hope I